Your age and where you go to school.
Are you rolling, Andy?
Okay. My name is Tupac Shakur, and I attend Tamalpais High School, and I'm 17 years old. The way that my mother brought me up is no lies, no, total truth. Everything is real in society, everything. If something's going on wrong in the house, I know everything. So it was like I was given the responsibility before I wanted it, and so now I can't really differentiate what great responsibility is because I've had it for so long. In this generation, I don't think that a lot of adults put enough into their children. I'm glad my mother did, but I don't think that a lot of children are growing up lost in the sauce. And I think that they're scared because they're realizing it now that, I didn't teach him this, I didn't teach him that. Where did they learn it? What happens is that adults complicate things and children don't. As simple as this, the sky is blue. And adults, when they go, the sky is blue. Why is it blue? Because birds and bees and everything wasn't meant to be analyzed. I love my childhood. Even though it was bad, I love it. I feel like it's taught me so much. And I feel like nothing can faze me. Nothing in this world, nothing can surprise me. It might set me back, but only momentarily, only to spring back. And I think it's helped me to learn. My mother taught me 3 things: respect, knowledge, search for knowledge. It's an eternal journey. That's like my haircut, the line. 360 degrees, find knowledge, always. And she taught me to not be quiet. If there's something in my mind, speak it. That was the breath. She always taught, but also to listen. And she told me this little joke that God gave you 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to speak. 2 ears and 1 mouth. Common sense. 1 mouth, you should speak, but you should also listen. And that's where the knowledge comes from, listening. And once you get the knowledge, then you can speak. And it helps you. So she taught me respect, knowledge, and understanding, mostly. Just listen a lot. Taught me, school has taught me reading, which I love. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's it. Like foreign languages. I think they're important, but I don't think it should be required. Because actually they should be teaching you English and then teaching you how to understand double talk, politicians double talk. Those little things they have for the mice where they go through around a circle and there's little blocks for it and everything? Well, society is like that. They'll let you go as far as you want. But as soon as you start asking too many questions and you're ready to change, boom, their block will come. And that's how society is built. The upper class run it while we talk about it. Like, society, this is supposed to be a melting pot, but no one's learning from the other's mistake. And that's where the tragedy comes. Because if we were all open and everything, we would learn from. I always wanted to make a book out of my life, like a fairy tale.
Wow,
raised by the Black Panthers and strung out.
I would rather tell a young black male, educate his mind, arm yourself, and be free and defend yourself. In my music, and in a lot of this music, it's only talking about the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. You got to be real, and 100% real.
Everybody's telling me to calm down. Don't curse, go to school, go to college. Well, fuck that. We had colleges for a while now. You know what I'm saying? And it's still Brenda's out there, and niggas is still trapped. But I want you to take seriously is what we have to do for the youth. Right. Because we're coming up in a totally different world. Right. This is not the same world that you had. This is not the 60s. This is not that. We grew up BC, before crack. That should say it all. Right. You understand what I'm saying? We did not grow up without parents. You had parents that told you this and that, and this is what went on. But check this out. You can't be no more offended by my curses than what's really going on. That's real. It bothers me that I have to sidestep my youth to stand up and do some shit that somebody else supposed to be doing. Right. You understand what I'm saying? There's too many men out here for me to be doing this. Because it ain't my turn yet. I'm supposed to be following behind him getting the knowledge. I don't even got a chance to get the fucking knowledge.
And we ain't doing shit. Nobody hurting us. 17 years fucking old. When we 17, you know what we doing? Killing each other. You know that shit kills me, man. Little Natasha got a bullet on the motherfucking back and they damn one of y'all do a motherfucking thing. I'm 22 years fucking old. How am I telling y'all this shit? How is it getting to be like this? We let them represent us. How motherfuckers gonna stand there and talk about equal advance to the color folks? Go ahead. What the fuck is that? What would help me to know what my people was going to be doing when I'm out there. Because my mama tells me all the time, boy, you think you're going to save the world. Don't you know they're going to kill your black ass? These people going to bother you. And that's that.
I'm gonna tell you though, before you start running, if you ask me some fake shit, I'm gonna answer it fake. If you ask me some real shit, I'm gonna answer it real. If you ask me some shit that everybody asks me, I'm gonna answer it like I'm bored. If you ask me some shit that ain't nobody ever asked me, I'm gonna answer it like it's the first time I ever heard it.
Hey, excuse me.
But you asking me some shit that white folks ask, so I'm gonna answer it just like that. If it's black, white, shit, let's be black about it.
Vice President of the United States tried to hit you with a little
Tried,
something.
he did. He threw things at me. He said, take my shit up off the shelf. Now, if that ain't hitting me, what is? I'm talking about the vice president of the country you live in. You understand what I'm saying? That'd be like if the prince said, so I mean, goddamn, the vice president talked about me, a young nigga from the hood. He know me, he want my shit up off the shelf. Not motherfucking Megadeth, not Killer Cop, all these other motherfuckers out there, all these white, god damn, they came after me, young Pac. You know why? Because my shit is different than the next man. My shit be telling niggas to off these old punk motherfuckers. My shit talk about swinging back. They know the difference between mines and the next man. This how it is. I'm the type of motherfucker that gotta have my own. I got to hustle for my own. And any man out there got to feel me. It ain't about milking off the next man. That's a motherfucking hoe. I'm a motherfucking pimp. I'm finna come up on my own. I'm gonna get my own sack. I don't wanna be nobody worker all my life. I want my own motherfucking kilo. You understand me? So that's what I did. And Shaka hustler, and I'm a hustler, so everybody understand it. Ain't no one man gonna stay in one spot forever. That's a sucker. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna come up. So I took what little bit he gave me and doubled up and doubled up and doubled up, and I've been doubling since. And I'm gonna keep on doubling till these niggas kill me, and that's that. I had to teach my motherfucking self how to be a man. You understand me? And I'm still learning. But there can't a motherfucker out there tell me shit, cause I was on welfare, started with nothing. Now I got a little bit of something. I'm on the bright screen. I'm on videos. God damn it. That's why I act like this. You feel me? That's why I act like this. Cause my mama was a crack addict, man. I came up from out of nothing. Feel me? The role model gotta play a role, and the real model gotta be real. And if I'm a real model, all I gotta do every day is wake up and be myself, you know? And I think my thing is I really don't care. I really don't give a F. So that's how I portray myself. And if people look up to that, then it's cool. I never let them down. But if they look up to me thinking, well, he's gonna get a job, he's gonna have his degree, they're gonna get let down, and I'm the wrong model. The masses, the hungry people, they outweigh the rich. So as long as I appeal to the hungry and the poverty-stricken people, it's all good. I'm gonna have a job for life. It's these rich people who worried about the fooling the poor people. Everybody knows crime out there. Everybody know what type of situation we in the streets. All I'm doing is showing you and telling you. You know what I'm saying? Why get mad at the brother that bring you the news? Get mad at the person that's making it happen. I feel like my job is to tell a story, the whole story, and I can't censor it. Whatever you say, censor it or making it right, it's still censoring it. You know, we all got to have the knowledge of what's going on, and that's what I'm trying to do. Me against the world. It's just got nothing to lose. It's just me against the world. I've never wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug. But I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business. I want to do it. But what's honest about the world is that no one's going to let me do that. So that's where the thug comes in. But if everybody just left me alone, I'll be a nice person. I have something to offer to business that hasn't been shown before. You know, I have a whole energy that represents not just black youth, but white youth, Mexican youth. You know what I'm saying? That change right before you go from being 18 and unresponsible to when you go to being like 21, 22, and the whole world's on your shoulders. I believe strongly that my audience empathize with me because I show that side. I show that emotion, raw, uncut, good and bad.
And to be honest, you like the portrayal of you just hard,
That's right.
thug.
That's right.
Don't step on me.
That's right.
You're in trouble.
That's right.
Yet there's another side to you too.
But I don't feel like that's my job, to humble myself, to show you that I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat, unless you're a threat to me. One-on-one, I believe, honestly, that I can talk. I believe that I have the ability to reason, I have logic, I have compassion, I have understanding. If we talk, there's no problems. What I'm writing in my raps is what them white kids is gonna be saying to their mamas and daddies when they come home. Who is getting pimped? You know what I'm saying? I'm a high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? As far as my teacher told me when I was in high school, I ain't gonna be, you know, everybody's getting pimped. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or whether you work for yourself, you're getting pimped by somebody. That's not the crime. The crime is how long you allow yourself to get pimped. You have to come up. Everything is a come up. Everything is a struggle. You start from the bottom, working to the top. Everybody would act like the violence wasn't there. We, as rappers, bought that violence. We bought the violence that we seen on the street. We put in our records for years. And after 3-4 years, people finally starting to see it because of all the statistics that's going on in the streets. If we stop talking about it, then they wouldn't take statistics. And when they stop taking statistics, then we'd be killing each other in the street and these white people wouldn't care no more. I have no patience for anybody to douse me. None, at all. It's too hard out here. You know what I'm saying? If my people don't stand up for me, who is? And yet and all, I got the whole world fear me. You know what I'm saying? At 23, weighing 160 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even started. I haven't even wrote my plan out yet, and they scared. I got the vice president know who I am, the president, every cop in every city. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even started working out a plan. If I can't live free, if I can't live with the same respect as the next man, I don't want to be here. Because God has cursed me to see what life should be like. If God wanted me to be this person and be happy here, he wouldn't let me feel so oppressed. He wouldn't let me feel so trampled on. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't let me think the things I think. So I feel like I'm doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't have nothing to pass around for people to put money in the bucket don't mean I ain't doing God's work. I feel like I'm doing God's work. This is all about my image. Has nothing to do with me. This is all about my image. It's like MTV, all the papers, they building me up. Now they destroying me on the same image that they perpetuated. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling records. This is what I do for a living. I'm selling records. Don't get it twisted. This is not my real life. This is not how my real life is supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be really having all these villains in my life. And that's what they expect. If I have to, if God sees it fit for me to spend time in a cell, if he wants my brain to be inside of a cage, if he's brought me so far from hell to put me here, and now he wants me to go to jail, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? If that's where I'm meant to be. And then when I come out, I'll be reborn. And that my mind will be sharper and the venom will be more potent. You know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't send me there. They should really try to, you know, it's like you don't throw more gasoline on the fire to put it out. I think that it should be reinforced throughout our neighborhoods, that everybody should work hard. Practice makes perfect. You have to be diligent about what you want. You have to apply yourself. You have to motivate yourself. And you have to do it for self, by yourself. And then you can do things for other people. But that's what I had to do. I had to do for self.
What do you think you're most known for? Your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. You know, I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up. I'm just one man, so I just thought about how it would change. What would I do? How can I make them sorry that they ever did this to me? You know what I mean? How can I come back like 50 times stronger and better? Worked out, do a little push-ups, calisthenics, read. I read a lot of good books. I read a lot of Maya Angelou's books, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I just try to speak about things that affect me and about things that affect our community. Mm-hmm. And I try to do it from a viewpoint of the watcher. Sometimes I'm the watcher, sometimes I'm the participant, and sometimes it's just allegories or fables that have a moral or have a theme, underlying theme in it to do it. People are just getting turned on to me. If you go backwards and you listen to the other albums I've put out, it was a prophecy.
This album, Me Against the World, was made before I went to jail and before I got shot. And all I'm talking about is going to jail and getting shot. So it was a prophecy. So when the album comes out, then you hear about what's really going on in my real life. I mean, I don't have to say I'm keeping it real. You can listen to the music and go, whoa. You know what I mean? He said that. If I die tonight, he said that. Don't forget about that clicking up thing, you know what I mean? Be to yourself. Stay to yourself. Trust nobody. Trust nobody.
After dog.
You know what I mean? Straight up. My closest friends did me in. My closest friends, my homies, people who I done took care of their whole family. I done took care of everything for them, looked out for them, put them in the game, everything turned on me. Fear is stronger than love. Remember that. Fear is stronger than love. All the love I gave didn't mean nothing when it came to fear. So it's all good. But I'm a soldier, I always survive. I'll constantly come back. You know what I mean? Only thing that can kill me is death. That's the only thing that'll ever stop me is death. And even then, my music will live forever.
I wanted God to know that even though I was going through the worst of times, I still recognized it as being something greater than myself. And that I'm not going to give up my faith just because it's going bad for me. Because he was there when I was living good. So I just wanted him to know that, you know, that I'm not no punk, I'm not soft-hearted, that when it gets bad, I'm going to be like, oh, I don't believe in God no more. I believe in God all the time, every day, all day. Good and bad, rough and hard, 5 shots, jail time, everything, good time, $1 million, Benzes, all that. I always believe in God because he gave it all to me.
I've been in jail for 11.5 months. I wasn't about to come out and censor the thoughts that were in my head. They were like building on top of each other. I shook the world before with my anger, and now I want to shake the world with my ambition and with my love for my music and my acting.
I could be the best actor anybody ever seen. Given a chance, the opportunity and the experience, and the lessons from people, I could be the best. I know how to go to that true spot in myself because I'm there every day. I can be me. I can be whoever because I'm true to me. I can go to neutral easily. A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I could go to jail and come out without a scratch, the reason I can walk around, the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul. It's there. It's not sold. I didn't sell it. It's still within me. I still feel it. My heart is still connected to my body. Believe in yourself and don't let nobody stop you from doing what you got to do. You got to have faith. If you can't find faith in the world, find faith in God, find faith in yourself.
You know, I'm somewhere where if you're persistent and efficient, you get rewarded. And that's what everybody wishes for.
As soon as I got out of jail, I went straight to the studio. I didn't want no females. I went straight to the studio and wrote every day, did like 3 songs a day. It was just my heart. And my heart was heavy. I had a lot of things to get off my chest, a lot of pain. And that happened. I was listening to It Ain't Easy from jail. Like tears would just stream down the dude. I was like, man. But that just made me more inspired to come out and do it again and to trust my heart. Right. When I be writing this stuff, people are like, why you always talking about shooting and killing? At the time that I wrote it, it didn't seem fitting. But after I went to jail and I was full of 5 holes, everybody understood why I be talking like that.
Right. Where would I be had I not took these chances, had I not gone all out, had I not done the things that made me into a monster in the media's eyes? I would be Spoon. I would still be a very talented human being that no one knew about, that no one interviewed, that no one gave movie parts to. So whatever I do, good or bad, you know, it's got me out of where I was. It's got me out of the jaws of death. So now that I'm out of the jaws of death, I don't mind all the foggy breath from the people who don't like what I said to get out of there. I'm just happy I'm not there anymore. People love to, you know, have mercy and sympathy for everything from the animals to the whales to fur to everything except us, your youth, the ones who you've given no attention to, who become adults with no compassion. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you walk by a street and you was walking on concrete and you saw a rose growing out of concrete, even if it had messed up petals and it was a little, you know, to the side, you would marvel at just seeing a rose grow through concrete. So why is it that when you see some ghetto kid grow out of all of the dirtiest circumstances and he can talk and he can sit across from you, make you smile, make you cry, make you laugh, all you can talk about is my dirty rose, my dirty stems, and how I'm leaning crooked to the side. You can't even see that I came up out of that shit. And that's exactly the analogy that it is for me. I've always been an actor. And rap music, the reason I've been successful in the rap game, I think, is that I treat my albums like movies, and I treat writing it like I'm a character writing a story, you know, for each album, whatever I'm going through, whatever stages I'm going through. And I do it vividly with vivid pictures, with action and description and a beginning, middle, and an end, and conflict, and redemption and things like that. So I feel like I've always been an actor, and acting is my first love. I guess that's what's frustrating and aggravating, that I can't live down this big shadow that I made to protect myself. Because it started out as just being, I need to get an alter ego to keep people away from me and to protect myself, which everybody does. Like when somebody breaks into your house and he's in the house, you wouldn't go in your real voice, "Excuse me, are you breaking in my house?" You would go, "Hey, what you doing in my house?" It's the same thing that I do, you know what I mean? If you're out in the wilderness and I'm just one sheep by myself, I wouldn't go, I want to say my next song, it's called, I would go, "Woo, fuck the world," you know what I mean? And that's worked, you know what I mean? And not that it's like a total facade, it's me, but it's just blown up. I am the classic case of a Gemini, you know what I mean?
No, what does that mean?
It means that I'm quiet, I could be calm, quiet, and very into my work, and totally focused and totally disciplined, and boring, you know what I mean? Or I could be fun, but dangerous. Not only to other people, but to myself. I'm trying to think before I do things. People can tell you, don't do this or don't do that, but my whole mind state is that if we don't ever go outside of the boundaries, we will never change anything, we will never begin anything, we will never start anything. We'll just keep talking about the people who did it once and told us not to go outside the thing. That's just like them telling Christopher Columbus that the world is flat. You know what I mean? I'm doing the same thing. They're telling me you can't do this. You can only rap. And if you rap, you can only rap about this. And then you can't act. And if you act, you can only do the black films. And you can't be you can't be an artist or a celebrity and go out still. And you can't be an artist and still have fun and still be true. I don't like that. So I try to go outside the boundaries. Sometimes it's effective and it's positive. Sometimes it's negative and it blows up in my face. If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the norm.
Really?
So I would have to change the world, or I have to be changed by the world.
Do you read a lot?
All the time. I'm really into books. Right now, I'm into Mastering the Art of War, The Art of War. I just found all these new books. Thoughts of a General, How to Win an Argument Every Time, The Buying of a President. I'm reading that. A lot of different things, but mostly shit on what built generals and what made countries and what I want to read what Clinton read. I believe in my heart that I'm a man's man. I'm a man's man. I made myself. I'm a millionaire by my own hands. You know what I mean? I fight for myself. I've been fighting for myself. I'm a struggler, a striver. I take care of my family. I take everything that you want. I do. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm real. So I'm not politically correct, but I'm still a man's man. You can't be a king until you've made yourself, until you've done something. And I've accomplished my goals. My goals are set it out to make me a man. Now I feel like I'm a man now. I set out goals to make me a king. Now I'm not a king of anybody else but me. Nobody else is under my rule but me and my kids. You know what I mean? But I made myself into a king. Now I need a queen to be happy so that I can be a teacher and a father. I can't be that until I find a queen. I try to pray to God every night as I pass out.
Right.
The Bible is telling us all these people did this because they suffered this much. That's what makes them special people.
Right.
I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? And I got crucified to the media. You know what I mean? We turn money. We turn words into money. You know what I mean? What greater gift can there be? So I believe God blesses us. I believe God blesses those that hustle, those that use their mind, and those that overall are righteous. I believe that your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you.
We could do anything. We can do that. I'm not saying this, I gotta say this again, it's not black against white. When I say we, it's the good against evil. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by we can take anything we want, we can have anything because it belongs to you. If you right and you got good on your side, I really truly believe that nothing can stop you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using the same things that America taught me. That's what I'm using, the tools of this country. Capitalism and imperialism, colonialism, I'm using all those against them. And that's what they hate. You know what I'm saying? They hate to see a little black kid sitting in first class with a gang of gold chains, gold rings, you know what I'm saying? The steward is staring at me. You know what I'm saying? They hate that. They hate that shit so bad. They hate when I get off the plane and they lugging their luggage to go find a cab and I got a car waiting for me with my name real big African name, Tupac. They hate that. I see it in their eyes. They hate that when they see me in a restaurant or something with a girl, it's a black woman that I'm sitting next to. They hate that. They hate it. They really hate it when it's a white woman, but they won't see it. They won't, not from Tupac. So they hate that they see me with black women. They hate that I don't say bitch. You know what I'm saying? The black females, I say bitch to white cops and the crooked cops. That's who I say bitch to. That's who's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They hate that. They hate that they can't limit me and hold me into one circle. They hate that every time they try to put me in the gangster category, I flip, do a somersault, and end up in the juice category. And I love that. I love that about myself, and I love that about black people. And if I can love, I'm loving myself. I remember when I was poor, I hated myself. Now I love myself. So I see what the curse can do, and I see what it takes to get it off you. It just takes a little confidence. And that's what we're missing as black people. We let them make us feel like, you know, quiet. Again, just being quiet. You know what I'm saying? Telling you that wearing gold chains is hoochie. And that's played out because they make jokes about it. You know, boo, hubba, 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 hubba. Really, they ain't got no rhythm. So what can they tell me? How can they joke about bull, hubba, hubba, and they ain't got no rhythm? You know what I'm saying? How they gonna joke about me wearing gold chains and they wearing a fucking cougar skin? They wearing an animal skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's 20, you know, it's hot. They wearing animals' furs and shit. You know what I'm saying? How can they tell me about surviving on this planet and I've been here longer? And I can walk in the sun with no problems. For as long as I want, I can enjoy the air for as long as I want. And they can't. Something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference. For us to say that we all equal, we are all equal in terms of the rights that we should be given, but everybody is different. Everybody is unique. And you have to give black people their credits, just like we gave white people their credits.
I'm the realest nigga out there. I do think that. I think I own that. If I could patent being real, I think I own that. Because I think being real is just being true. I'm the nigga that'll wear a suit when everybody else got on khaki. You know what I mean? I'll be bald-headed when everybody wear braids. I'll wear braids when they all bald-headed. You know what I mean? They can lie by my words. They always gonna ring true. You know what I mean? Because it's my essence. Our future is our confidence and self-esteem.
I want these little niggas to see that. I didn't get that power from guns because there's no guns in jail. I got that power from books and from thinking and by strategizing. That's what I want little niggas to see. I never trust the TV to get my point across. And I feel like, we need our confidence, self-esteem. And that's what I got now. My confidence and my self-esteem. People might be like, this nigga conceited or whatever, but I feel like I shine. And I don't give a fuck how much white people, the media, niggas, black people, player haters, police, whoever try to darken my shine, I'ma always shine through. That's another way to keep your self-esteem low. That's another way to keep you unconfident.
Right.
And I'm putting the K because I'm killing that Illuminati shit. Trust me, if these motherfuckers wanted to kill you, why the fuck they gonna tell Farrakhan? Why they gonna tell the Nation of Islam? Why they gonna tell this nigga in jail about the plan? How did he know?
Right.
How did it leak to him? Who told him? Who told him? The Pope? Who? Because they like the Pope and the money. Oh, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. You so thinking about the money, you not getting the motherfucking money. Get the money, nigga. I don't give a fuck who face on there. As long as with my face point, put that money out, they accept it. And they do. Believe me, I tried it. I tried to see if it was like a white thing. Everywhere I go with money, they let me in. Everywhere I go with none, they don't let you in. Trust me. That's all it is. It's all about money. When you got money, you got power. The Italians I speak about, we're really truly great men. And I find any great man, black or white, I'm gonna study him, learn it, so he can't be great to me no more. Like Machiavelli. And that's why I don't say my name's not Machiavelli. My name is Machiavelli. I took it. That's mine. He gave me that. You know what I mean? I took that. Just like, and I don't feel no guilt. That motherfucker, all these motherfuckers stole from us forever. I'm taking back what's mine. It's just that they recorded it when he said it. It's probably something he took from us that they didn't let us record. So there's no shame. You know what I mean?
Like Otis Redding, the Rolling Stones.
No doubt, no doubt. And I feel like I'm not on like people bashing like they like on some. Why is niggas into this Italian mob shit? It's not about Italians to me, but I'm about studying people. I study the CIA, America. I hate America as for what we did, but I love us for being strong. You got to do that. So what? We don't got a good image. We the strongest motherfucking nation. That's me. That's me right fucking there. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like me. I got the bombs. Can't nobody touch me. You know, if you want to fuck with somebody, you know, you try to. They're not even looking at us like that. That means we ain't a threat. But by the next election, I promise. By the next election, I promise, I'm gonna be sitting across from all the candidates. I bet you. You know how I be making it? I promise you. I'm not even gonna be. I'm gonna be so far from where I am now in 4 years. God willing, I'm alive. It's on. I guarantee you, we will
have our own political party. And it won't be just for black people. It's going to be for Mexicans. It's going to be for Mexicans. It's going to be for black people. It's going to be for Armenians. I don't give a fuck. All you lost tribe motherfuckers right now, we need to have our own political party because we all have the same motherfucking problem.